All right, welcome. Please take a comfortable seat and let's begin our practice. Centering ourselves, getting connected to our bodies. Take these initial moments to sit well, take an assessment of any aches, pains, just sensations in the body. And after you take that initial awareness, begin to set a little bit of intentionality about just making length, making space. As you make space, you can think of that as the hips feeling very anchored and centered on the floor, and the crown lifting up into the sky. And see if you can just rock a little bit, and if you can gain any length, spaciousness by rocking. So you're just going to lean forward a little bit, and as you settle back into your seat, grow your spine. Do it a couple times. As you lean forward in your seat, you can inhale. As you sit back in your seat, lengthen your spine. One more time, lean forward. Good, now let's try to put a little bit of space in our shoulders. Let's just shrug one shoulder nice and tall, and then bring it down. And then shrug the other shoulder nice and tall, and then bring it down. Try to feel the shoulder blade, head of the arm bone, those back ribs, just moving, gliding, smooth. Lift up the other shoulder. Notice your mobility. It's so easy to notice your lack of mobility as we live in adult bodies, but just notice your mobility. Good. Let's do our neck now. So just let the head hang over to the right. Try to just focus on the neck part of your spine. Just allow there to be space on the left side. Smooth, even distribution. Kind of roll your nose and chin forward and take your head over to the left, allowing there to be space on the right side. And feel and listen into that spaciousness. Good. One more time. Push your nose forward and over to the right. And allow there to be spaciousness on the left side. And then grow the neck even longer, kind of stretching your crown out to the right. Good. Let's roll back one more time, forward and over to the left. Make spaciousness. And then grow your crown out to the left. Then come back up. Good. If you've got blocks or you've got a bolster behind you, that's good. Or just use the floor. But put your hands behind your back and go a little wider. Let's open our chest. Open your chin. Try to feel length along the front of your spine. As you feel length along the front of your spine, wrap your shoulders into the back. Good. Let's come forward again and take both hands, and if you've got the blocks, take the blocks and just place them off your left side, your left thigh. So we're not too far twisted, just maybe on a 45-degree angle. And just breathe here as you anchor your right sit bone, open your right ribs and your right shoulder. So you're making space on the right side. Breathe. Awesome. Let's just go ahead and walk the hands and our blocks over to the right thigh, right knee. Anchor your left sit bone. And then open the left ribs and the left shoulder. Good. Come back up. Let's go ahead and rock yourself forward. And clear your mat. And let's actually start on the belly. Nice slow warm up here. Finding our embodiment. In this warm up, you're going to point your toes. And you're going to reach your hands out in front. So you made a long line from fingertip to toe. You can lay your lips or your forehead on the mat, or keep it gently risen. And let's try to make the distance between your fingertips and your toes just a 1/4 inch longer. Whatever that means for your body. Breathe. And then try again for another 1/4 inch. And another 1/4 inch. And full extension. Can you find even still more space, lengthening your body? Good. Now take your left arm all the way out to the left. And roll your right shoulder up and back. And you can roll your right leg back so you're getting a stretch along your left chest. Stay very passive, very relaxed. Come back around. Extend the right arm straight out like an airplane. And roll your left hip up and back, stretching open the right chest. Roll it back to center. We're going to do gentle leg lifts. You can put your hands out in front or out to the sides. You can bring your legs just hovering off the ground. We're going to slowly pulse them. At my count, you're just going to lift the legs and lower. Lift and lower. Trying to feel the engagement all the way up the back of the leg into the low back. Lift and lower. Try to keep the knees basically straight. Lift and lower. Good. A couple more. Slow, slow as you can move. You want to feel full embodiment. You want to feel the engagement of all the muscles needed for this action. A couple more. Lift and lower. Lift. Lift. Last two. Lift and lift. Good. Relax down. Turn your head to one side. You can rest your cheek on your palm, back of your hand. Feel the body. Try to feel the muscles relaxing in place. Good. Let's go ahead and put our arms out again. Another set of leg lifts. If you want to add the arms, you can. Lift and lower. Lift. Lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, with 10, 9, last one, 10, and hold. And then lower down, rest your cheek, turn the head the other way. And place the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, curl up, cobra. And push back, child's pose. Come forward to tabletop posture. Push down through your hands. Broaden across your chest. Good. Now look over your left shoulder and kind of turn your tail to the left as well. And then reverse it. Look over the right shoulder and turn your tail to the right. Back to center. Push the ground down and lift your ribs up high to the sky. Relax your skull. Good. Drop your ribs, lift your tail and chin as high as they'll go. And then turn your tail and chin to the left. Turn your tail and chin to the right. Back to center, push down with your knees and hands. Lift your ribs up as high as they'll go. Drop your ribs, lift your chin and tail. One more time, turn head and tail to the left. Head and tail to the right. Neutral and push down to lift your ribs up. Now tuck your toes and push on back to downward facing dog. Stretch the back of your legs, the entire back of your legs, not just the back of your knee. Breathe here. Good. Come on down to kneeling. Inhale, lift your chin. And exhale, sit back into child's pose again. Relax your low back. Sit back into the hip joints. Breathe. Spaciousness is not just about the body feeling spacious, but spaciousness in the mind. It creates a sensation in the body. Come back forward to tabletop. Widen your knees a little bit. And then inhale, stretch your right arm up to the sky. And exhale, take your right arm under the left, lowering down. And then inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale all the way down and under the left. One more time, up to the sky. And this time we'll go under and go all the way down so you can actually rest on the outer right shoulder and the side of your skull. Breathe into the spaciousness between your shoulder blades. Feel the spaciousness between this pose and the next. This time we have to just be here. Come back to tabletop. Open your chin as high as it'll go. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, under. Inhale, up. Exhale, under. Inhale, up. Exhale, under, and go all the way down to rest on the shoulder and skull. Breathe into the space you've made. Inhale back up. Bring the knees together and the ankles together if it's available. And sit your hips back again. Long, slow breaths. In and out through your nose. Couple more breaths here. Try to keep sinking back. Relaxing, and almost like your muscles become more spacious, more supple. Opening the pose, opening the posture. back up. Lift your chin up as high as you can. Up your toes, push back, downward facing dog posture. Stretch the back of your legs. To warm up our hip flexor, you're going to just step your right foot to the right edge of your mat and then step it back. Step your left foot to the left edge, about halfway forward on your mat, and then step back. Just sort of warm up the hip flexor, right to right edge and back. Left to left edge and back. Right to right edge and back. Use your hip mobility, left to left. Right to right. Left to left. But now you're going to go straight forward. Right goes forward as far as it'll go, and then back. You're just half stepping. Right, left foot, and back. Right foot, left foot. Go one more time. Right foot, and left foot. And step to the front of your mat with both feet. Forward fold. Take a deep breath here. And inhale, come all the way up. Open your shoulders back and down. Breathe in and out through the nose. More. Spacious breath. Put your left hand on your hip. You're going to have your feet about shoulders distance apart. Take the right hand face up in front of you. You're going to open the right arm out, and you're going to turn the right palm away. Turn the palm away from you. And then it's like you're sliding your palm along the archway. Slide your palm along the inseam of that archway, up and over. Breathe here, and then come all the way back. Do that again. Out, palm away, and then up the archway. Open that side body, and then all the way back. Two more on this side. Open, over, and back. Open, over, and back. Let's replace the right hand on the hip. The left hand is up across the body. Open, over. Keep your left hip and your left foot heavy as you stretch. A long, spacious line. Open. Trace the archway with your palm. Back. That shoulder mobility, that shoulder rotation, nice and smooth. In the sweet spot of the joint. And back. Got one more. Good. Take the hands in front. You're going to push the hands out, turn the palms out, and push straight across. Down by your sides. Back to prayer. Push the hands out, rotate the palms out like you were separating curtains. Push the curtains back, all the way back. Bring the chest forward, shoulder blades squeeze, and down. Up, push, open, and down. More, push, rotate, open, and down. Last one. Good. Okay. Put the right foot in front. Step your left foot about halfway back on your mat, depending on your size. Have the feet about 90 degrees or a little less. We're going to bend our knees. Both knees at the same time, and then just bring them back up. Good. Bend your knees. Try to keep your body upright for this one, and draw your belly muscles in as you lower down. We're going to bend, squeeze your belly muscles in as you bend. Come back up. 2 more. Bend, squeeze the belly muscles in, push the knees apart, and back up. Good. Last one. Push the knees wide. Don't let that front knee cave in. And up. Good. Change your legs. This is just working on some joint mobility here. Making sure when we bend our knees, we're keeping our inner thighs open. Often the knee gets pulled in, especially on that front knee. Keep your spine up, belly in, push the knees out as you lower down. Good. 3 more. Stay upright, squeeze the belly. Last one. Good. Step it forward. All right. Open your feet as wide as your yoga mat now. Press down through the sole of your foot. Let's tone our muscles. So you're going to draw the toes up, draw the kneecap up. Lift up through your core and chest. Excellent. Good posture. Keep this, hold that. Make sure the 4 corners of your foot are engaged. And now hinge only at the hips. You can actually feel the pelvis rotating over the leg bones. Feel the pelvis rotating over the leg bones with that muscular engagement. Keep that and rotate the pelvis back to upright. Okay, so the top of your leg bone is a ball and socket joint. The inside of your leg bone is a ball, and your pelvis sort of cups it on both sides. And so when we tip our pelvis to do our forward bend, the legs don't really have to move. You're just rotating the pelvic bones over the leg bones. Here we go. Tone your legs. Lift up through your core and chest. So all the muscles are engaged the best you can. And then focus deeply on just hinging the hips, not rounding the spine. That's the big difference. Hinging the hips. Not just hyperextending your knees. Hinging your hips. You'll feel the restriction. Inhale back up. Focus on rotating the pelvis. Excellent. Now, you can even step wider or step a little narrower. Let's just try that same exact exercise with a different length in our legs. Engage the leg muscles. Toes up, kneecaps up. Feeling the muscles hug to the bones. Core draws in. Chest lifts up. Breathe here. When you feel that nice uniform tone, hinge at your hips. Tilting the pelvis. Inhale back up. Good. Cover the right edge of your mat with your right outer foot. Step your left foot back so the pinky toe covers the left edge of your mat. If it's available, maybe even the whole edge of the foot covers the mat, but doesn't have to. And then push your right knee to try to cover your right pinky toe. with your, so you can't see your right pinky toe anymore. Good, now seal your feet into your mat. And just this should feel like you've got a hip opener happening, an engagement in your hips. Good. Kathy, pull your belly muscles in and lean back a little more. Just like your starting position should be a little more upright, Kathy. Yeah. Yeah, like that. So when you're pushing that front knee out, you're getting a clearing in your front hip flexor. Good. Just hang here for a second. Really try to work on pressing through the four corners of your feet. Let's stretch our arms up to the sky. And now as you stretch your arms up to the sky, draw your belly muscles in and up. And as you draw your belly muscles in and up, try to push your feet further away from each other, like you're trying to stretch your yoga mat. Breathe. Warrior One pose, nice spacious stance. Good, straighten your front leg. Keep your feet where they are. Tone your leg muscles like we just worked on. Lift the toes, lift the knee joints. Feel the muscles of the body engage, and now hinge at your hips over the leg bone. It's going to be different because we've got asymmetry now. Just listen to your practice. Listen to your body. If the spine starts to round, stop. I'm going to use some blocks actually for support. It's not too much pressure on my low back. Listen to your own body. Focus on rotating the pelvis over the leg bones. Keep the legs engaged. All right. Pushing down, keep the legs toned, rotate the pelvis back up. And let's step out of our posture. When you're ready, the left edge of your foot will cover the left edge of your mat. And the right pinky toe mound will cover the right edge of your mat. If you want, you get the whole right edge, but different bodies, you see what works for you. As you bend your front knee, you're looking to cover your left pinky toe with your gaze. And then keep your feet sealed on the mat. So it's like a roller skate. It's like if you had roller skates on, you wouldn't roll anywhere. You have even pressure through all four wheels on each foot. Good. Now stay upright as you push that front knee deeper. Yeah. Yeah, you should be fully extended here with that left knee into your stance. That's it. It's to stay upright. Belly muscles in. Good. Keep the belly muscles in. You're going to, as you stretch your arms up, you want to actually feel that your core draws in as you lift your arms up. Breathe here. You stretch open to the hips through muscular tone. You can push your feet apart from each other, stretching the yoga mat. Good. Straighten the legs. Tone the legs. Lift the toes, lift the kneecap, and then hinge the hips over the leg bones. Good. Push the hips down to hinge back up. And step out of the pose. Good. Great long hold there. Now let's work on bringing the feet together. If they don't touch, the ankles and knees don't touch, you're going to bring them together with blocks. So you'll squeeze blocks instead of the joints themselves. You're going to bend your knees and place your hands on top of your knees. Let's draw circles with our knee joints. Let's reverse the circle. And come back up. Squeeze your legs. Push your palms together. Squeeze your legs. And then keep squeezing your legs as you pull your thigh bones down through your feet. Keep reaching your index fingers, your fingertips up as high as you can. Good. Squeeze your legs. Let's extend our body nice and tall. Make space in your spine. Keep squeezing your legs. Let's sit down nice and deep again. Keep squeezing. One more time, come all the way up. Last one, sit down nice and low. And stay with me here. Keep squeezing your legs. As you come up, you're going to bring your right knee up. Focus on balancing. And now you're going to push down through your left thigh and stack your right knee on top. Squeeze your thighs. Push your thigh bones down, 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 down. You're on one leg. And back up. Bring up the left knee. And then cross and push your thigh bones down, 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 down. Push that right thigh bone down to the sole of the right foot. All the way back up. And relax. Good work. Stand upright, just be in a spacious body. Let's do another step. So if you didn't use the blocks between your legs, you're going to use one block in your hands this time. It's going to make it a little easier. If you really want to test yourself, use two blocks. Don't do that. Don't let them fall. You're going to keep them squeezed the whole time. Keep the tension. Okay, so legs together, with or without a block. I'm not very good at this. I've missed twice already. Okay, so the blocks are up above head. Let's see if I can do it now, now that my hands are above my head. Squeeze the legs. And push the thigh bones down through the feet. You should feel the muscles of the fronts of your shins tone when you do this. Thigh bones push down, all the way down. Good, as you come up, bring up the right knee. And then push your left thigh bone down into your arch of your foot. Push your right thigh bone down onto your left leg. Come back up. Left knee up. And then push down with the right thigh bone. Breathe deep, focus the energy, really activate those muscles. All the way back up. Another round, sit down both legs. Push your thigh bones down into your feet. Come back up. Right knee pushes down, left thigh bone, your standing leg. As low as you can get it. All the way back up. Left thigh bone's on top. Push your right thigh bone as low as you can get it. Feel the hip mobility supported by the stability of the muscle. Back up. Look up. Lengthen your body. And relax. Bow forward. Hang your spine. Good work. come back up. With the right foot covering the right edge of the mat. Take a nice wide stance back so your toes, the tips of your toes, your left toes, cover the left edge of your mat. So we've got a more open stance here, nice and wide, longer than the last one. This is our Warrior II variation today. Push down through the roller skates. Okay. Let's push now the right knee once again over the pinky toe so you can't see it. Good. Seal your feet. Let's stretch our arms out. Warrior II arms. Good. Now we're on a diagonal today, right? Because we're going from edge to edge. Turn your body so your arms are above the right edge of your mat. The other way, Kathy. The long edge. Yes, exactly. So you're getting a little more twist today than we normally do in a Warrior II. Good. Everyone's got to bring their left shoulder back a little further. That's it. Left shoulder back. And now re-push out through that right knee. Plant your left foot. Very nice. 2 more breaths. Try to really anchor that right foot down into the mat. Inhale, straighten the legs, relax your arms, and lift your toes to lift your kneecaps. And now slide your right hand slowly down your right leg onto the shin. And your left hand can be on your left hip because your left hip's going to lift up towards the sky. Breathe here. And now roll your left shoulder straight up to the sky above your right shoulder. If you want, extend your left hand up. And now rotate your left palm to look behind you. And stretch like you're going to push your left palm against an imaginary wall behind you. And extend your left palm up that wall. And now turn your palm to face the ceiling. And then slide your palm along the ceiling like you're going down an archway towards your right toes. Look down at your right toes with your gaze. And then in one motion, push your feet down to come up. Bend your knees to step out of your posture. Good job. Take a moment, feel the body, so you can bring your focus to the next side. Okay, left foot covers the left edge, outer left foot. And your right toes will cover the right edge of your mat. Make sure you have a nice long stance. And then bend your left knee so you can't see your pinky toe. Seal your feet into the mat. Stretch your arms out, Warrior II. And notice we're on a diagonal today. You're going to pull your right shoulder back until your shoulders are your arms are parallel with the long edge of your mat. You got a little more twist today. And now re-stretch, push your feet down, bend your front knee. Good, straighten your left leg. And go ahead and slide, actually first tone your leg muscles. And then slide your left hand down your shin. Right hand can go on your hip to start. And roll your right shoulder back above your left shoulder. And then extend your right palm up. Turn your right palm to face the wall against your back. And then start to push your right palm against the ceiling, reaching it overhead a little more. And then follow your right fingertips along the ceiling like you're tracing it down an archway towards your left toes. Breathe. Gaze down at your left toes. Inhale all the way up and step out of your posture. Stand in mountain pose. Body should feel very clear and spacious. Okay, a few balancing postures today. So if you're going to use the wall, let's see here. I like the wall being directly in front of you today. The wall will be about arm's distance in front of you. All right, you're going to bring up your right ankle and hook the right ankle over the left knee on the base of the thigh, base of the quad. And we worked on this one, right? So you use the wall, you put your hands on the right knee and ankle. And now today, focus on pushing your left thigh down into your left foot. And you kind of squeeze your left inner thigh to the midline. Breathe. Try not to let your hips turn too much once you just sit back. Don't let your hips swivel. You want to just sit back and down. Almost like you're pushing your hips back first to push your thigh bone down. Good. Come back up. Try to keep that. So when we sit down, notice my left thigh wants to sort of turn. You want to squeeze against an imaginary wall and just push against that wall as you bend. Okay, same thing on the second side. Hook the left ankle on top of the right. And push the right inner leg against an imaginary wall. And push the right thigh bone down into the right arch of your foot. This will get the most opening happening. You don't have to worry about your left knee. Just let that be where it is. Let it sit on top. Good. Come back up and release. Good. So now you'll have as your left hand on your right knee. Now it's better for this one to have the wall on the right side of your body. The wall on the right side of your body. Good. Okay, so you're holding your left knee. You're going to thumb down so your right palm is against the wall. And then you're going to draw a rainbow. So your right palm slides against the wall. Slide the palm all the way back, trace the rainbow, and lower down. Switch sides. You're going to put your right hand on the left knee. You're facing the wall, your wall's on the left side. You're going to put your left palm on the wall in front of you, thumb down. And then trace like you're doing a karate chop almost with the pinky edge of your hand up and over, tracing the wall all the way back behind you. This will open the shoulder as well. Breathing here. And then all the way back. And release. Now let's put those two poses together. One more set. Inhale, right knee up. Hook the right ankle and push the left thigh down. Inhale all the way up. Bring the right knee up and cover it with your left hand. Put the right palm, thumb down, and then trace a rainbow as you twist. Looking back, know that when you look back, the thumb will be up. Just for fun, we'll throw in one more pose. Trace the rainbow, come all the way back. And as you come all the way back to the front, send your arms and your right leg straight back. Like a warrior three, or you can bend your left knee for what's called hummingbird. Inhale all the way upright. Good. Let's bring up, switch sides. Bring up your left knee, hook it on the right ankle, right knee, sorry. And sit down, standing pigeon. Inhale up. Put the right hand on the left knee. Left thumb is down, pointing in front of you. You're going to slide your left hand up and around, like you're tracing a rainbow. As you twist it open, then the thumb will face up. Trace that hand all the way back. Once you get to the front, try to stay with it. Even if you lose your balance, just come back to the sequence. Arms and left leg go straight back. Warrior three. Or you can bend that standing knee too, is wonderful. Inhale back up and relax. Good job. When you're ready, you're going to step forward and come down to a squat posture. Start to relax your nervous system. Let's come down to our knees. Tuck the toes. You can sit on a prop between your feet or sit on the floor between your heels. Or you can even sit on your heels, would be the advanced version. Toes tucked, so you have a stretch in the sole of your foot. For a moment to calm your nervous system. Starting to shift the energy of the class, winding down. Rest your hands in your lap. Okay, so if this isn't a comfortable seat for you, please change to cross-legged. I'm going to point my toes now instead of tucking them. And we're going to practice a pranayama, Nadi Shodhana. So this should be a comfortable seat for your spine to be upright. If it's not, please change so it is a comfortable seat now. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to fold your index and middle finger down. So you've got your ring finger and your thumb lifted. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold your elbow out on a diagonal so that you don't collapse and turn to the side. You're going to keep your head upright. Just follow my cues, it's very simple. You're going to cover, your thumb covers your right nostril, and then sometimes your ring finger will cover your left nostril. Okay, so when I say cover, it means you're covering with your thumb, your right, and with your ring, you cover your left. Okay, so inhale, exhale, cover your right with your thumb, and inhale only through the left. Now cover your left and exhale right. Inhale right. Cover the right, exhale left. Good, now you've got it all. Same thing, but I'll just shorten the words. Inhale left. Cover, exhale right. Inhale. Cover, exhale. Inhale. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale. Cover and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover, hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover, hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover, hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Release your hands, exhale both. Inhale. Exhale. Just pause and feel the effects. And slowly come out of your posture. Extend your legs out. And lie on your backs when you're ready. Lying on your back, bring your palms against your thigh hips so you can squeeze your arms in and squeeze your legs in. Flex your feet like you're pushing your feet against the wall. Sort of retone the kneecap after that extended stretch in the knee joint. Bend your knees and drop your legs over to the left. Knees up and over to the right. Knees up. Open both knees out so the soles of your feet are touching. You can place the hands behind the head. Continue to rest here. If there's another final pose you'd like to take before Shavasana, you can allow your body to move into that shape now. And slowly stretch your legs and arms into an open, spacious pose to rest. Stretch. And take a comfortable seat when you're ready. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.